Well, hello there, lovely people. Welcome to the stream, everybody. So today is Friday, arguably the best day of the week. Or so people say. Well, I don't know about that, but today is perfect for studying Japanese. Yes, that's right. That's exactly what we're going to be doing today. All right. So today we're going to be doing the same thing we always do. We're going to start with kanji and graded readers interspersed with, oh no, speech accent practice. That is, of course, for myself. And then we're going to wrap it all up with visual novels. So for you, lovely people. Yes, so Pomodoro technique for the first 3 hours. We're going to be doing 50 minutes of focus and studying. That means not talking and concentrating on our studies. And then 10 minutes of break. That's 1, 2, 3 times. And then after that, we're going to wrap it up with just chatting to everybody. Well, and actually playing visual novel Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney in Japanese, putting what we've learned into practice. That is what is up. But do let me know, what are you studying today? What are you learning? Is this gonna be Japanese, same as us? Or is this gonna be something else entirely? Let us know. Really quite curious to hear that. All right. I have recuperated, revived, and I'm ready to kick ass in a very much studying Japanese context. Yeah, so that's us. That's what we are going to do. So let us get set up. Let's get things started, shall we? I think we shall. Alright. So, grab your favorite chair. Grab your favorite drink, but more importantly, grab your favorite study material. And let's get started. I'll start the timer now, and from now on, we have 50 minutes of studies. I hope you're ready for this. I'm not. Yeah. Alright, let's get started, lovely people. I'll see you on the other side. Bye-bye. Until 50 minutes from now. もういいよ。Alright. Ladies and gents, lovely people. The first sesh is done. How did it all get on? I hope you got on well. Let me just make sure that the spammers are banned. There we go, all sorted. Mystico, welcome to the stream. I see that you have posted something there in language learning. Oh, you're still keeping the journaling, just the last two topics haven't been too interesting. Alright, no worries, no worries. Still haven't gotten into that, so I do apologize. Mr. Savarbeck, I am doing not too bad. I am doing not too bad, thank you so much. Mr. Savarbeck is saying, glad to see people who are sharing their progress of learning. I'm learning Japanese too, self-study. Good luck on your studies. Thank you so much, Savarbeck. I really do appreciate that. I think, while there are plenty of people, of course, doing self-study, I think there isn't enough supporting each other. So that's what I'm really trying to do, basically. Just getting the head down and trying to encourage and inspire and work together to study Japanese. So yeah, thank you for on a good word, and I wish you luck in studying Japanese as well. And if you're still here, because I don't really know when you have left the message, if you're still here, let me know, what level are you at? What are you studying right now? Do you have any difficulties? You know, maybe we can pull together and help each other. You already threw 2 cups of coffee. Nani kore, Mystica? Chotto sorya. Are? You're probably bouncing up and down like a basketball. With 2 cups of coffee in you, goddamn. What time is it in the... I wanted to say Eastern Hemisphere, but on the East Coast, I should say. Well, I'm glad you're still here. You really did motivate me again. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. 10 a.m. All right. Yeah, it is still morning. You're allowed to have 3 cups of coffee, Mystica. Get your bouncing all over the place with those. But yeah, Mystica, how's your studies going? Did you finish doing your Anki yet for today? Or were you just drinking coffee for the last 50 minutes? I gotta say, like, while it is good to get studying, like, earlier. So, I have my lunch right before I start streaming. And right about the time I start streaming, all that food kicks in. And all I want to do is curl up in a ball and go to sleep. It is a struggle. It is a struggle. I'm not gonna lie. Very well done. Yoku dekimashita yo, Mystica-san. Yoku dekimashita. Oh, finished cybersecurity lessons. Very nice. Heading back home. Very cool. Wow. So you are studying Japanese and you're studying other things. That is really cool. Yeah, so, I mean, Sarvarbeck, so what we do here, and I'm not sure if because this is the first time you're actually, you know, chatting on the stream, but you might have seen my videos, which is fantastic. Thank you so much. But what we do here is I try every day to kind of get people to study together with me. So we do 50 minutes of focus concentration, so basically not talking, just head down and studying. And then, of course, 10 minutes, like right now, just chatting, you know, cleaning our mind a bit, relaxing a bit, maybe even stretching a bit, actually. So yeah, if you are free around this time, always encouraged to join in and study together, because it's a very good habit, kind of habit making thing. So, and it's always easier to study when you see other people grinding, for sure. Oh goddamn, Mystica, woke up at 5 a.m. and ate breakfast already, so my food has already been digested. Wow. So is that your, like, your normal wake up time, or is that just extraordinary day for you today? So when I was doing physics, I would actually, because I was working and studying, I was trying to work and study full time for both. So not a good idea, burnt out. But I used to wake up at 4 o'clock in the morning and study before going to work, and then go to work and work 8 hours and then come back home. It was not a happy, it was not a happy time. So I stopped doing that. I'm like, God damn, no more. Enough of that nonsense. I still kind of slept about 8 hours a day, so I would go to bed at 10, but yeah. You like getting up earlier? Yeah, that's fair enough. Yeah, no, I understand. Yeah, so nowadays, like, if it's really bright outside, so during the summer, I wake up really early. I would wake up at like 5:30, just because I can't sleep anymore. The moment the sun kind of punches me in the eye, I'm done. I'm like, right, I'm awake, and I want to fall asleep, but I can't. So I just kind of peter about, go for a run, and all that jazz. But yeah, in the winter, I like to wake up as late as I possibly can. So yeah, definitely nowhere close to 5, 6, 7. So closer to like 8 o'clock, as late as I possibly can do. Yeah, that's fair enough. But yeah, my Kanji is doing well. So I am where I'm at. I'm kind of almost done with revision. I have 2.5 Kanji to go to revise, and then yeah, I'll do that, and I'll do half of the next sesh Kanji and graded readers, and half would be smashing my head against the wall, otherwise known as speech accent training. Yes, yeah. Oh, you just found out about my channel? Oh, that's very cool, Mr. Sarbeck. That's very cool. Well, welcome, my man. Or woman. No, it is mistress, so my man. Yeah, it's really cool that you have found it. So thank you so much. But yeah, I have a bunch of videos, so I document my progress. I have 6 months update, 9 months update, trip to Japan after 9 months, 12 months, 15 months, and I'm about to release the first part of 18 months update. It's going to be a 2-parter. And then, yeah, I have like things like tutorials and stuff like that for kind of setting up Anki and, like mechanical things. So yeah, I hope you find it useful. And of course, studying together. Mystica is saying, my reading with this book has also noticeably improved recently. I can go through some sections now without looking up. Well, unless it gets super technical, which it sometimes does because it tries to explain fantasy stuff. Ah, that is very impressive. So Hora, your speed is improving dramatically, and now you're kind of getting the vocab nailed down as well, which is super cool. God damn, man. Well done. Sarabak is saying that they definitely join us. Just need to set up time so that it won't interrupt my other studies and stuff. Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, so I do it. I'm doing it because this time suits me. So if other people find it that the time would suit, that would be fantastic as well. And yeah, we can all study together. 7 p.m. here. Oh, fair enough. So you're Oh, Sarverbek,
No,
you're Central Asia, possibly? Possibly Central Asia somewhere, I would say. With a name like that, maybe Uzbekistan? Maybe. Anyway. It is time. So, I wish you all the best of luck for the next 50 minutes. I will go back to my kanji, and I shall see you all after 50 minutes of studying. Gambatte ne, minasan. もういいよ。All right, we are back on our second break now. Hope that your studies have gone well. I have been doing pitch accent. Ah, yes, you know what that means. Today, I broke a new record. I'm at 67% accuracy. Down from, what was it? 82, 85 on the first day? Oh no, it was 87 on the first day. I am getting better. God damn. Mystic is saying, listening time. I'll miss my reading. Gotta leave my comfort zone though. Oh yeah, baby. I'm actually really happy to say reading is my comfort zone. Well, you know, being able to read Japanese and enjoying it and it being a comfort zone is fantastic. Like, there are days that I'm like, you know what, I'd rather read than listen, but there are other days, most days, is I'm just gonna listen. Yeah. It's weird. It's weird. Sarvarbek, are you still around, my dude? Are you still around? If you are, let me know. Because I have something for you. If not, then maybe not. But if you're around, I'd like you to bestow something onto you. Oh. Pitch is very hard. Yeah, it's weird. So there is a specific pitch accent pattern that allegedly should be super easy to pick up. I mean, cap top is the best. I prefer cap tops. I'd be honest with you. Cap tops are the shiz. But yeah, so there is a like is it Atamadaka pattern that for some reason. And they say, oh, Atamadaka pattern should be the easiest to pick up for you if you are an English speaker. I mean, I am an English speaker. It's not my mother tongue, but I'm still an English speaker. I have been longer an English speaker. Okay, no, that's not true. But anyway, I am still an English speaker. So I've been using English as my primary language longer than I have been using my mother tongue as my primary language. So, you know. Anyway, that's not the point I'm trying to make. What I'm saying is that the Atamadaka pattern, there are certain words in Atamadaka pattern that I just cannot, for the life of me, get. And I don't know what it is. And these are the words, and actually, let's see. Yodatsu. Now this is quite obvious. Moto. That is also obvious. Aoi. That is also obvious. Mino. I think this is the one, yeah. Shiroi. Kataho. Daiku. Like, god damn it. Right, I'm getting carried away. I'm trying to find the one that is like that is very hard for me to gauge, and it's just I'm going through too many of them now. But yeah, so there are certain words in Atamadaka pattern where I just I mistake them, like I mistake them for other things. Pitch accent will be the death of me someday. Mystica, are you actually doing pitch accent yourself as well, or are you kind of dreading trying to pick it up? Because it's advisable to try and do pitch accent as soon as you can, So basically like in the beginning of your studies, because this is when you are acquiring all of your habits, mostly bad ones. But if you start with the pronunciation in general, not just pitch accent, because depends on the language you're studying, it might not have pitch accent. But if you start pronunciation in general, you should definitely have a leg up on that. Hey, welcome back, Sarabek. All right. Sarabek is back. No worries, my man. Right. Sarabek, I have something for you. I'm gonna share a link in chat for you. All right? So, this is a channel by an Uzbek guy who has attained, or he has just passed N1, so GLPT N1, in, I think, 15 months. And usually, I would be very skeptical of claims like that, but he actually have live streams studying Japanese for 12 hours a day. So, So, his channel is, well, he has some videos in Russian that talk about the process. But he also has like 12-hour streams, basically, of studying Japanese all the time. So, yeah, super cool dude. He's a young one. Yeah, no worries, man, no worries. But yeah, the cool thing is that he's also from Uzbekistan. So, I really kind of impressed with what he's doing and how fast he was able to progress. So yeah. So yeah, definitely recommend the guy. Oh man, but yeah, talking about pitch accent. Oh yes, so Mystica is saying not yet studying pitch accent, but I do acknowledge it and learn the pronunciation for all the words I mind for now. I'll just remember them as colors, which is kind of helpful for me. Okay, yeah. For me, colors is like, I don't know. I prefer the up or down or the actual steps. Steps is what's the easiest for me to kind of be able to tell the pitch accent in the words. But at least the kind of, I don't even know what you call this. Is it the forward slash or is it the backward slash? This is the backward slash, I think. Yeah, the backward slash indicating the step down is what, like, the minimum I need to actually, like, figure out what pitch accent to use. But yeah, it's, goddamn, it is hard. It is definitely hard. On a positive note, though, I think I'm becoming better at distinguishing most of them apart from Atamadaka. But yeah. Mystica is saying, for a lot of words in my deck have colors plus steps, but I remember the colors tied to the words in my deck more, and when I think of the word I can remember the color. Yeah, you see, I've never actually done the pitch accent that way, so I always had it in steps. So yeah, never associated, never built up association with colors. How long has it been since I started learning Japanese? Right. So, Sarabek, I have been studying Japanese every day for the last 18 months. However, I have lived in Japan for 3 years, but that was over 10 years ago now. Yeah. So, when I lived in Japan, after 3 years, I was in In my speaking, I was actually quite far ahead, but in my understanding, I was between N5 and N4 level. So I wasn't very far in the language when I left Japan. And then I haven't used the language for the last 10 years. And restarted 18 months ago. So yeah. Alright. Lovely people. This is what is up. It is our third session of the day. So we have 50 minutes. I wish you luck. Whatever you might be studying. And I will dive in back into Kanji. I'll see you on the other side. Morio. Yo, 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 everybody. Well done on the third sesh. Oh, how you all been doing? I see you've been having a very, very thorough conversation in chat. Wow. God damn. Let's have a quick look. Oh wow, that's a long conversation. Right. Okay. Right. After the fact, I can sort of SB player and only show words I don't know. That's the video episode. Ah. So Yomine lets you mine super easy after the fact by connecting the Anki and ASB player and only showing words that you don't know. That's really cool. Because one thing when I used to do word, mining or sentence mining or whatever, I was doing it directly from ASB player to Anki. And while, there is a thing in Yomitan where it will show if the Anki has the stuff or not, it's not 100% correct. And sometimes it would not show the words that are already in Anki, and other times it would show the words that are and vice versa. So yeah, that wasn't ideal. Let's see. Still beginner. When did you start? Okay. So Mr. Sarabek, look like you're just a beginner in studying Japanese. That is good. It's good to be beginner because you progress so fast. Jesus, Gabajabas, the fast progress in the beginning is ridiculous. Oh, that's good to know actually, Mystica. I'm just noticing that because I never. Also, Emil, welcome to the stream. I'm a bit late today, but hi, hello. Yeah, I'm just. It's good to know when you started studying because I didn't actually. I didn't know when you started, so that's cool. Ah, applying for uni, Japanese uni. Good luck, Mr. Sarabek. I hope you get it. Okay, where are you from? He's gonna quit after 2 weeks. I start learning again. No one must have kinda. Yeah, I didn't quit 4 years ago. This is super good to know. Hey, Mr. Guy, I wish I hadn't quit 10 years ago. I wish I actually stayed in Japan, but hey, at the time it was a big no-no for me. Oh god, Duolingo, yeah. It's actually like super cool conversation, guys. I'm just catching up, so sorry. Because there's like a sort of part of me, so there's no way to kick it. 9 months for nothing, yeah. Watching anime, movies, I want to understand. Yeah, I have some more relatives in Japan, I want to be with them or just like them, study there. Ah, right. Yeah, Mr. Sarabek, I actually, when I lived in Japan, one of my best friends was from Uzbekistan. We used to have plov now and again, shashlik and all that. All good stuff, all good memories, man. I actually started, because of him, I started cooking plov myself. So on like birthdays and stuff, I cook a big kazan of plov. It's really nice. Right. That must be Cal. Yeah, the only thing you're just okay. All right. I've caught up. I've caught up on the conversation. Yeah. So I met him when we were working for, what was the name of the company? Was it SBT? We were basically doing export to Russia, used car export. So what we were doing, we were cold calling salespeople in Vladivostok, you know, people that would sell cars, and we would offer them to buy the used cars from us. So we both quit the job around the same time. We kind of got pissed off with it, and yeah, we're kind of friends ever since then. His name was Shiroz. He took his wife's surname though, so his surname was Tahara. Shiroz Tahara. So his wife, I think they've met when she was working in Uzbekistan, and yeah, so she still had kind of. It was funny because she was in Uzbekistan with the kids, working there, and he was working in Japan. So yeah. You thought it was your brother. I'm sure there are more than just one person from Uzbekistan, Japan, man. But yeah, there were a few others. What was the other guy's name? So there was another Uzbek person, but I didn't quite like him. He was too full of himself. Oh god, can't remember his name now. No, can't remember the name. But anyway, yeah, it's just good memories. Good memories. Yeah, there is like, there is like a big community of foreign people living in Tokyo, at least. Less so in other places. But I suppose what my issue was that I probably was spending too much time with foreign people and not enough actually with Japanese and Japanese language. So kind of regretting that in many ways. So I should have concentrated on the language much more when I was living there. But at the time, priority was money rather than the language. So yeah, it was working and not so much studying. But yeah, right. Ladies and gents, lovely people. So if you are new here, we are actually done with the study part of the stream. So if you have joined us to just study together, thank you so much. It has been fun, but right now we're going to be putting into practice what we were trying to learn in Japanese. So if you're studying Japanese, this would be of interest to you. If you're not studying Japanese, this might not be of interest to you in any way, shape or form actually. So we're going to be playing Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. That's a visual novel, basically reading in Japanese. So let me set things up here. And we're gonna get started in a moment. Yush. I better start Yomi Ninja, don't I? Yomai Ninja. There we go. That is started. And Phoenix Wright, yes please. Oh, welcome to the Discord server as well, Sarubai. Alright. Boink. There we go. I'm gonna kill the rain because it's too sunny for the rain. We don't need the rain, right? Okay, Yomitan, or not Yomitan, Yomi Ninja. Yush, here we go. I put an example of the cars in Discord. Yeah, I'll let me actually check it out. Let me check it out. Oh yeah, I see it. Right. Example of the colors. Okay. So, actually, just so that people see what you're talking about. So, right. So this is the example of the pitch accent, and I forgot to switch off the timer. Hold up. Stop timer. Right. Okay. Yeah. So this is the example of the Yankee. So right. So it's green, and it means that it is. I assume this is Atakadaka. Is it? Is that Atamadaka? So it starts high and drops and goes low. Unless, oh no, it's not. It's the other one. It's the one that drops, go from low to middle and then drops at the end. Yeah, I can't remember the name of that pattern, but yeah. Okay. So, and of course you did say that at the front it's white and at the back it's green, indicating this pattern. Okay. Naruhodo. Narigato. Yush. Oh, whoa. What's going on here? Jesus Christ. Right, there we go. Okay. Right. So. Okay. Ladies and gents, we are diving right in to Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. So, if you're brand new here and you're not familiar with Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney, so it is kind of like a game, but it's not really a game. It's more of a visual novel, which basically means that you have visual component to it, and then you do a lot of reading. Now, it does have game components, such as you need to look for things, you need to understand things, which is very important for language acquisition, and you need to make choices dependent on your understanding. So, we are playing as a, whatchamacallums, a solicitor, right? An attorney, that's the American term. The ace attorney, yes. So we're playing as a solicitor or a lawyer or an attorney. And we are basically defending various people. So as part of the gameplay, we look for clues. We try and get our kind of clues together with the notes. So reading is very important in Japanese here. And then when we are in court, we try to cross-examine and figure out what the person is saying that does not quite gel with the information we have obtained previously. And so, point out to falsehoods and things like that. So it requires quite a lot of active processing of the language, which is fantastic for, of course, learning and acquiring the language and internalizing it. So, that is what the game is all about, or what visual novel is all about, but let me just do a very quick recap of the story so far. So this is our second case. I'm not going to cover the first case. It's 99.999% is irrelevant for this. In this case, our mentor has been brutally murdered, and her sister is being accused of the murder. So far, we have convinced the judge that the sister is most likely is not the murderer, or at least there are other parties that the evidence points to were suspiciously present, which might indicate that they are actually the murderers. So, the murderers. So right now, there was one witness that her account did not add up, and it turned out that she was with somebody else. And she kind of lied about witnessing the sister murdering our mentor. So right now we're kind of trying to find who's that other person was who was with her, and see if we can maybe gather some evidence pointing that he might have murdered our mentor. So this is where we are at right now in the story. I cannot read this, Mystica. I am sorry. I am just not good enough. All right, let's check out what it means. Let's check out what it means, though. Oh, I better switch to a Paddle OS OCR. There we go. There we go. Okay, let's try it one more time. No, nothing. There we go. Are. Okay, that does not want to actually parse. Hold up. Nope. Kochi da. Nani kore? Nani kore? Utsuri akira suru? Are? Mystica, what the hell does that mean? Because that does not want to be identified. Utsuri? Are? Nani kore? Wataru? I am absolutely befuddled right now, Mystica. So I have no idea what you were talking about there. Right, okay. Anyway. So from now on, I'm gonna try and speak in Japanese. And yes, I will speak a lot of English anyway. But we're gonna try and go through the game, and I will be reading everything out loud. So you can mute me if you want. I will be very sad, but that's okay. Right, let's have a look around the room. Yeah. So これからちょっと日本語を話しましょうな。はい、ちょっとこのなんとか質調べるね。はい、調べましょう。はい。ほら。絵はちょっとなくなったな。なんだ。さあ、これからね。これから。はい、is it ライ用のテーブルだ。なんとかテーブルだ。来客橋のテーブルだ。はい。上品ななんとかの上品な黒炭のシガレットケースと金なんとか純金製のライターかなんだかわからないけど高そうなことに間違いないね。そうだよね。全部ちょっと高すぎるね。この部屋に。はい。これ、次。マホーガニ性能高そうな本棚に高そうな本がずらり。はい。でも、あまり読まれたような跡がないのが気になるな。そうだよね。はい。これだ。マホーガニ製のどっしりしたデスクだ。深いつやそう。深いつやが出るまで磨き込まれている。はい。はい。I know that we're gonna be looking at this, but let me just look at the missing painting. あれ 昨日はここに、兄弟な絵が飾ってあったよな。確か、あれは、ひまわりの絵。ひまわり。あの絵はひまわりの絵あったかなさ。そうも。星影と宇宙の貝あれの絵。する人の絵。ひまわりの絵と思う。そんな絵だったっけよく覚えてねえよ。そっか。はい。でも、この一番大切なものな。この写真ね。ひまわりの絵じゃない？そうじゃない？これは、古い写真家なんとか、2枚じゃない2枚重ねて、なるほど。2枚重ねて置いてあるぞ。重ねるってば、2枚重ねて置いてあるぞ。写真の裏に鉛筆書きてメモが書いてある。DL6 事件、なんとか事件、はい、もう一度だ。事件。DL6 事件。資料。6事件資料。はい。DL6 事件資料1と資料2か。どっちの写真を見よう。はい。DL やめておくじゃねえよ。この写真ね。DL6 個事件。DL6 事件資料1。はい。あれは、かわいい子だ。どこかで見たような雰囲気が。この写真、ちょっと、I want to say 昔、but I think 昔 is missing. 借りるか。1枚ぐらい持っていっても、まあ、バレないだろう。あれ何かの手がかかりになるかもしれない。借りよう。あれ証拠品、写真を法定金録にそっと挟んだ。はい。写真。裏に鉛筆で DL6 個事件書類資料1と書かれている。はい。じゃあ、ちょっともう一枚ね。あいつだ。犯人だ。デスクの上の写真だ。今、持っている写真と取り替えようかな。取り替える。本当に取り替えるよ。よし、取り替える。はい、写真、裏に鉛筆で DL6 個事件 資料じゃない。資料にと書かれている。はい。嗜好品、写真を固定記録に挟んだ。はい。そうしましたが、あれもう一枚あれそうか。一枚しか、借りないね。そうか。残念だよね。そりゃ。どうしようかな。ほら。とりあえず、女の子の事件の取り替えるね。はい。この後、この室にこの部屋に戻ると、他の写真取り替えるね。はい。そうしようかな。はい。ここでな。はい。戻りましょう。うわーまた来たしつこい人。嫌われるよ。嫌われる余計なお生活だよ。君が話してくれないからだろう。ひどい。ギザギザ。頭の人って心までギザギザなんだ。この事件がなんとか解決したら、坊主を頭にしようかな。坊主その坊主。なるほど。はい、ちょっとな。あいつはな。はい、この写真見せてみようか。この写真どうかな？誰それ？あなたのお母さん？ダメ。足だったか。ダメ？まだ。まだ足だったか。なるほど。どうしようかな。まあね。さあ、あの部屋に戻るかな。男について、新しい話がある。はい。君が一緒に泊まっていた男のことなんだけど、話を聞きたいんだ。どこにいるのかな？教えない？答えない？教えない。What is, was it殺人？もう一度。殺人事件だぞ。かばっている場所？場合じゃないだろ？かばっている。かばっている場合じゃないだろ？じゃあ、あんた死んじゃった。なんとかさん、長さん。省庁さんのこと、人に 売れ売るのit also means betray. はいはいはい。売らない。でしょくそ何か聞き出すには、材料が必要だな。本当に必要だよね。はい、ちょっと、あの部屋に戻るね。はい。この写真を取り替える。よーし。はい。取り替えてな。はい。さあ、戻ります。ほら、あいつ。What's the name of the game? Is it a game actually? So, right. Mr. Sarovek, so the name of the game, it's a visual novel, right? So what a visual novel is, it's like a novel, but there are some gameplay elements and there is a lot of visual part to it. So primarily you'll be reading a lot. Basically, it's what you do mostly in visual novels. So the name of the game is Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney. And it's a trilogy, so it's an old games, and they have been remastered. And it's actually 3 games in one. So there's about 60-ish hours of gameplay, so if you think of it as 60 hours of engaging with Japanese, it is pretty good. I assume you're still talking to Mystica Emil, so I will ignore the question because I think you're asking Mystica. はい、これ見てくれないか？だから梅よ、あんたに話すことなんて何も。それは、やっぱり、なんとか、歯のがあったぞ。その人だ。梅代さん？何か？決まってるだろう？事件のあった夜、君のホテルの部屋にいた人物だよ。違うわよ。しぶといぞ。しぶといわからないけど、I can guess on the meaning. なるほど。OK。はい。しぶといぞ。その人だったっていう、なんとか。あれ？違うよ。これは違う。全然違う。Hold up. This is better. 証拠でもあるの？ And we'll go back to paddle OCR from now on. そうよ、証拠を見せないさよ。見せな、その証拠を見せなさいよ。もう人。いだな？いいかな？もう一息だな。さあ、話すかな。 キマが一緒に泊まっていた男のことなんだけど、話を聞きたいんだ。どこにいるのかな？教えない。なるほど。同じの話。前の同じの話だよね。うん、はいはいはいはい。わかった。どうしようかな。なるほど、なるほど。どうしようかな。もう一度、これ見てくれないか？だから、同じの話じゃない？さあ、同じの話。はい。はい、どうしようかな。さあ、他の場所戻るか。ここは誰もいなかったじゃない？さあ、ホテルへ行く。ホテルに行くね。はい、はい。あいつ、な。この写真見てくれるかな？この人です。なんとかさん、なんとか、ことさん？ケイジ。ケイジさん。なんだ。この人です。ケイジさん。いや、僕、弁護士さん。いやですね、わかってますよ。やってみたかったんですよ。こういうの。やれ。間違いなく。名誉様と一緒にチェックインした男です。なんでしたら、これは、宣誓書を書いてもいいですよ。宣誓書、どうしよう。もちろん宣誓書書いてもらうよ。やっぱり書いてもらうよ。じゃあ、せっかくだから書いてもらおうかな。うわ！一度変えてみたかったんですよ。なんとか、宣誓書。それで、宣誓書を書いたボーイとしてデビューを。いいから早く書く。ボーイの宣誓書を法廷記録に挟んだじゃない？挟んだ。挟んだじゃなくて、挟んだです。はい。ボーイの宣誓書、事件当日、名誉と共にホテルに泊まった男の人相を証明する。はい。証明する。OK。これで、名誉もとぼけるわけにはいかないだろう。とぼけるとぼけるというのは、とぼけるわけにはいけないだろう。はい。これはあったぞ。はい、ちょっと他の、ちょっと待って。話すのは、はい、新しい話がねえよ。はい。何も ないこりゃ。はい。あ、違う。はい。ここだ。ちょっと待ってね。ちょっと待ってね。やれ。相変わらず、留守か。あれ机の上の写真がなくなってるぞ。なるほど。はい。写真もないね。写真はもうない。写真がもうない。はい。こっちに戻ります。あいつと話します。こいつを見てくれないか？何それ？何よそれ？ホテルのボーイのセイ書でしょ？センセイ書だよ。君と一緒にチェックインした男はこいつだったってことをボーイは証言してくれ、証言してくれるそうだ。よし、あと人、どういうこと？推しだ。はい。なだめすかす？押し付ける。あいつは、なだめすかそうかな。よし。相手はこれでも女の子だ。優しくした方がいいだろう。いいかい？このセンセーションじゃない？センセーション。はい。このセンセーションがあれば、警察を動かすことだってできるんだよ。騒ぎを大きくしたら、なんとか。上司にも迷惑がかかるだろう。とりあえず僕はこの人と話がしたいだけどんだ。教えてくれないかな？ They always make the craziest of faces. I think it's just the woman. Look at the nervous tick. It reminds me when I don't get enough sleep, I just get this nervous tick all the time. You know? I just don't look as crazy. I look crazier. I'm sorry, you didn't see that. It's all good. It's all good, guys. All right. 言いたいことはそれだけ？警察動かせるもんならやってみれば？僕ちゃんには無理だと思うけど。優しくしたらつけ上がって上がってきやがっつき上がってきやがった？ Okay, I'm not parsing. つき上がってきやがった。きやがったあれ？ 優しくしたら、突き上がってきやがった。うん。まあ、あんまりわからなかったけどさ。はい、次。完全。OK。完全に逆効果だったみたいだな。ああ、残念だったわね。残念かな。残念だったわね。もうちょっとだったのに。ダメだ。もう、この、センセーションは、効果がないぞ。くそ嗜好品、ボーイの生鮮種をゴミ捨てに、捨てゴミ箱に捨てた。あれなんだこの写真の男こそ僕が探すべき人物だ。はあ。おめえが口をなんかI think it's they shut her mouth, but なにこれThere we go, much better. 閉ざしたとなると、この男を知っているのは、やっぱり知ってるよ。本当に知ってるよ。どうしようかな。この部屋に戻るかな。全くどこほっつき歩いているんだか。このワンパートな君払いはあれ君払いはそうだよね。また君かね。どうも先生あれ君なかなか見事。どうしたのこっち来い。こっち来い。猫はちょっとうるせえぞ。はい。OK。はい、なかなか見事じゃったな。今日は。見事っていうのは、見事じゃったな、今日は。Emil, I've just read what you're saying, so and I think everybody can see it. But I understand it's just that I have been studying for 7 months, but I have had like 2 months where I have only been doing my Anki and no immersion and can't really find out how behind I am. So Emil, you're only behind if you are in a competition or a race with somebody. you are not behind at all. You are where you are. So I have this tendency as well to compare myself to others and think, if only, oh my God, they're so far ahead of me and all that stuff. The fact of the matter is that we don't know how many hours they have been putting in to getting better. We don't know how much they knew before they've started. We don't know how much further ahead they are. So there is no point in comparing and thinking that you're behind. You're not behind because you are at a point where you are. Now, if you need specifically to have a certain level of Japanese by a certain date, that can be a different story, but that puts an unnecessary pressure on yourself, and that actually is detrimental to learning. So I think what I would suggest, and I suggested because I'm always constantly in a similar battle myself, is to concentrate on what skill you'd like to acquire next. So for example, you might say, well, actually, I'm kind of jealous, because I am, that Mystica can read light novels and I can't. Well, I'm gonna be concentrating on reading more or acquiring the ability to read more, right? And look at it that way instead of saying, oh, I'm behind on such and such. Because we all have our strengths and weaknesses. We all engage with the language completely differently. But 2 months of Anki only with no immersion means that you haven't been reading and you haven't been listening. So both of those skills have been detrimentally impacted. But you're not behind, so don't worry about that. Yeah, and Mystica is, of course, asking how much of the novel can you understand, and yeah, I don't think anybody is behind, exactly. So it depends on my kanji recognition is quite bad, but when I read it, it's 50 to 60%, right. Okay. Yeah, so that means that if it's 50 to 60%, it means that your listening is better than your reading, which is extremely good. That is a good place to be in. And yeah, you just need to listen more and read more. I would say that if you get your listening to about 90-ish% understanding of what I'm reading, then from then on you can start concentrating on reading for the most part, because that would be the most beneficial for you at that stage. But for now, if you're only getting 50-60, get to about 90% listening comprehension. And yeah. Yeah, but Emil, it's the same thing though, isn't it? You're comparing yourself to something that cannot be, right? So, of course, we can. Goddamn, Emil, do you put yourself into my shoes? 10 years ago, I left Japan, and I haven't studied a single day. Can you imagine what my Japanese would have been if I stayed in Japan 10 years plus 18 months now that I have been studying Japanese every day? I'd be fluent by now. And yet, that's not what happened. So thinking, oh, but what could have been? Just concentrate on what is, man. It would make your life so much easier. Seriously. Like, do I have regrets? Of course, you know, that there are many things I regret, but there is no point dwelling on them. So, because you make your motivation worse by thinking, oh, I'm just not good enough. You are good enough. because you're still doing Japanese. Now, if you quit, then it's a different story, but you're still doing Japanese. So you can do it, man. Just don't stress too much about, oh, but only if. Well, only if my first 6 months wasn't dedicated to useless kanji study out of context, I'd be so much further along. And yet, here I am. I am where I am, so, we all make mistakes, but it's how we move forward is what matters, so don't worry about it. We're all in this together, man. We can do it. No, seriously, just concentrate on what you do every day instead of what could have been if you would have done something different. Yeah, there you go. Like Mystica is better at reading than listening, and that is totally fine. But they know that that's what they need to work on. So, and as witnessed by what we're talking about in Discord this morning, he's gonna be working on that as well. So consciously trying to work on that. So yeah, it's one of those things where you're just pick what you want to concentrate on, can concentrate on that, and just keep going with it. As long as that is not just doing Anki. Okay, right. Just promise me, no Anki, with nothing else. And definitely no Duolingo. I know I shit on Duolingo from time to time on this channel. But there is one thing that Duolingo does fantastically well. It builds in a habit. Like, it literally gamifies the habit. So it's fantastic when you're first starting, but then at some stage you gotta say, right, I've built up a habit. I'm just gonna ditch that shit. Sono kanji ne, sono kanji. Hey. All right. If you can catch your listening to your reading, you'd be in a better place than I am, in my opinion. Maybe, I don't know. It's, you see, and that's kind of, well, this is actually a very good example, right? We don't really know. So first of all, it's very hard to know where is your level at, because it's so fuzzy and it varies from day to day, and it's you're better at some things, you're worse at other things, and then depending on if you had a good sleep or if you're just depressed because nothing is going well that day, or you're happy and everything is just smooth as silk, it changes. So not only are we kind of not really knowing where we are, for example, I know that Mystica seems to be better at reading than I am, right? But I don't know where exactly I am, and I definitely don't know where Mystica is, even though I know that he's reading light novels, so I am not. So definitely they're stronger at reading, like quite obviously. And Mystica, you did say that there are a lot of words that you can read here that I can't in a visual novel. So like I can roughly gauge, but I honestly don't know anything else about Mystica's level. And that's not even taken into consideration them not knowing exactly where they are in their level, right? So that's exactly like a very good example of, I just said, oh, but I think Mystica is going to be better if their listening catches up with their reading than me. But then, like, I can't really say that. I don't know. Like, see what I'm saying? So only better than reading the listener, because I forced myself into reading novels, Yomitan in every word, and since I did that, obviously made me better. Yeah, of course. Yeah, and that's exactly my point, that we can't really gauge our own level, let alone somebody else's level. So it's natural for us to compare. Like, you can see how natural it is. I'm like, oh, but I think you're going to be better than me if you catch up your listening. And I'm like, well, I don't know. Maybe not. Who knows, right? So no kanji, ne? But that was a very good example anyway. All right. Let's continue for a little bit here, and it is almost 6 o'clock. So, or actually, maybe we'll save here. How about It is 6 o'clock. You know what? I think I'm gonna save here. I think I'm gonna save, and then we can continue. I wanted to say tomorrow, but actually, that's gonna be on Monday. All right. So, ladies, gents, lovely people, thank you so much for being here. I have really enjoyed our conversation, and hopefully it has been helpful to all of you, and it has been to me. Right, Monday. Okay, there are a couple of things I have to say. So for those of you watching, because I know that you do tune in regularly. So next week we're going to be streaming as normal, so from 2 o'clock to 6 o'clock, which is fine. However, the week after, we have been invited to go to France to visit our friends, and that's where I'm going to be. So there might be a stream on Monday, but probably not. I'll let you know, closer to the time. But there's definitely not going to be any other streams that week. So just to let you know. Also, the video for the YouTube channel is almost ready, so where I'm covering all the media I have engaged with in the past 3 months. Maybe it might be released over the weekend. I'll try and release it over the weekend. If not, then Monday or Tuesday. Right, that's all I really have for you, so thank you so much for being here. Oh, sorry, Emil, I thought you were asking Mystica. Yes, so if it is directed at me, I definitely listen much more than I read. And that's because I still feel that I'm at a stage where listening more is much more beneficial to me in terms of intuiting pronunciation, listening comprehension, etc. And in terms of this is the skill that I would need the most when I go to Japan. Reading is, of course, and writing is important, but for me, listening is much more important because I would need that in order to communicate and understand people. So, yeah, basically. All right. Again, thank you so much for watching, everybody. Have a fantastic evening, day or morning time, and have a fantastic weekend. Don't forget to study. Even just a little bit. Just a little bit. Just a bit. All right. And I shall see you all on Monday. See you later, guys. Bye-bye.